What's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central here. So this is my predictions for WrestleMania 39, Night 1 and Night 2. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. I wish they call it WrestleMania Returns to Hollywood for the first time in 18 years because of WrestleMania 21 in LA. I think this is the first WrestleMania in the state of California since WrestleMania 31 in 2015. I think it was at Levi Stadium in California. I think it's called Levi, California. I might be wrong about that. Anyway, so we're days away for WrestleMania 39. Wow. The card. I look up the card for this WrestleMania. It looks good. I'm looking forward of the two-night WrestleMania for the fourth year in a row, and next year's WrestleMania, WrestleMania 40, is also a two-night show. I wish they just like scrap the two-night WrestleManias and just do or go back to do a single WrestleMania, because yeah, I understand they're trying to get everyone on the card. I understand that, but they only did that, years ago because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And then they decided to do it as an annual tradition. Anyway, so we're gonna predict night one and night two of WrestleMania 39. So night one, we got 7 matches on the card. So the first match I'm going to predict, um, we got the Battle of the Mysterios. Rey Mysterio, the newest inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame, taking on his son Dominic, represent the Judgment Day. I'm gonna keep it short and simple, folks. I think I'm gonna go with I go with Dominic beating his father Ray. I think at this moment in time, Dominic is gonna be like I don't call him a top star, but I can see him being a star in the foreseeable future. I think his character in the Judgment Day. I kind of like the Judgment Day. I have like a mixed bag of it because I thought I really don't give a fuck about the Judgment Day ever since they kicked Edge out of the group. But I think they kind of like at this moment in time, Finn kind of like carried the load. But even though Balor's not really a leader, but I think the stuff with Rhea Ripley, it's kind of good. I think like for like ever since Dominic, turned on his father Ray last summer to align himself with the Judgment Day. I think it's good because I think he was kind of like under the shadow of his father. I think he's starting to, reinvent himself. Yeah, he had the Eddie Guerrero hairstyle, but I don't think he's. I don't know. He might. I think he's starting to have, more character development over over the last few months. I think if I don't think Ray lose it won't hurt him because Ray at this moment in time is a big star. He's been in the company for about 20 years. I know he left in 2014, but at this moment in time he's a star at this moment in time. Rey Mysterio, I think losing do not hurt him against Dominic because I think Dominic's going to be a good star. I don't know. I don't know about being a world champion. I could see him being like a mid card champion in the next year or two because I think this Judgment Day. I think the factions going to. I'm gonna explain more when I review. I think Edge and Balor is gonna wrestle on this show for on night two. We'll get to that later on. But anyway, I can see Dominic going to branch off, doing his own thing, and it's funny. Like before I go on to make this predictions video, I think one dream match I really want to see Dominic facing in the future is Sammy Guevara. If Sammy goes to WWE or Dominic goes to AEW, that could be a dream match. They're both similar. But anyway, but on the flip side, I think Dominic's going to get that win, and who knows? Never say never. I could see him being this big, like I said, you can say big star. Because I think he's starting to like branch out on his own. He's starting to grow out of the Judgment Day. You know, let's move on. So, yeah, I'm trying to keep it short and simple. I'm kind of rambling, but I'm trying to get my points across. So yeah, I predict Dominic beat his father Ray. So the next match I'm going to predict is this is for the United States Championship. Austin Theory taking on John Cena. Nah, I don't want to see that match. I just do not give a fuck about Austin Theory. No disrespect the guy, but he, I don't understand why they pushed him. Vince pushed him. He's just not quite there yet. He's just, I don't know. I never understand his character. He's this pretty boy. It's, you know, I'm not gonna get into it, man, for this prediction video. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very long video to talk about. But John Cena did like he kind of buried Austin Theory a few weeks ago on Raw. I think that was a bad decision. Cena, I don't understand why they want to do this match. Cena at this moment in time is done. He's in Hollywood. You don't need to wrestle anymore. You make a lot of money. You become a world champion. You become a big star. Even though over you could say the last 13 years, you end up burying people left, right, and center, playing politics. But you don't need to improve in the ring. You're done. But why are they doing this? I don't want to see Cena winning it because the United States title challenge he done in 2015, it's kind of a mixed bag. One, yeah, he's trying to put the credibility back in the title, and two, at the same time, still burying people, guys like fucking Rusev and Kevin Owens. I don't want to see Cena being Austin Theory, even though Theory I did not give a fuck. But I think they planned for months now, or for not years, but like almost a year. They're gonna do this match. I can see Theory. I want to see Theory just retain the title and have someone else beat Austin Theory for the United States Championship. So I don't see Theory being a big star. He might be I don't think he's. I don't know. I'm not saying he's world championship material, but I think I find his push so forced, in my opinion. So the next match, we got Seth freaking Rollins taking on Logan Paul. I'm looking forward for this match. It started in the start of the year when Logan Paul eliminates Seth Rollins in the Royal Rumble in January, and then a month later he cost Rollins a chance to win the United States title in the Elimination Chamber match. So I'm going with Seth Rollins getting the victory over Logan Paul. I did not give a fuck about Logan Paul, man. I think that's a crock of shit. I think I'm going to retire after his match against Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. Why he's still wrestling, totally against his word. He's there for the money. Like, even though he's a failed boxer, great example, he fought against Floyd Mayweather. I thought it was Jake Paul fought Mayweather, but it's Logan Paul who fought Floyd Mayweather. It's all for show, man. I don't want to see Logan Paul. I see Logan Paul in the ring. He looks good. He's a good talent. I understand, but I don't want to see him winning world titles, hogging TV time. It's just like he's got him and his brother got a lot of heat. He needs to go away. I hate to say this, but I think he's one of these days they're gonna end up getting assassinated by someone. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but it's just good. This is a dark feeling about it, but anyway, let's move on to the next match. Let's see, this is meaningless. This is a men's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. So we got Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Yeah, say Ricochet, Ricochet. It's really funny naming after a character from. It's a cartoon called Lucha Mucha. Ricochet. Anyway, so Braun Strowman and Ricochet taking on the Street Profits, taking on Alpha Academy, taking on the Viking Raiders. I don't know. This is gonna be a random guess. I'm gonna move on to the next match. I'm gonna go with. It's predictable. I'm gonna go with Braun and Ricochet. Let's move on. So, moving on to the 6-women tag team match for night 1 of WrestleMania 39. We got I think at the time they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I think it was Trish Stratus and Lita. And also with teaming up, also with the man Becky Lynch. It's not Trish Stratus and Lita are the tag team champions. I think it's Lita and Becky Lynch. My apologies. So. Lita and Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus taking on 3 members of the Damage Control. not Becky, Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I don't understand why they change. I like her as Io Shirai, but Io Sky, it's whatever. So I'm gonna go with Damage Control getting the victory over Becky, Lita, and Trish. I like Damage Control. I think they're kind of growing on me. Some people are not keen on them, but I like Bailey. I think Bailey's a good talent. I think the last three of almost 4 years as a heel character, she's growing on me. I think she had a good run with the SmackDown Women's title. I think she faked the title due to injury. I want to see Bailey winning the women's title this year, man. I think it's the time. Like, I think who's gonna break out in that group? I'm gonna go with Io. I don't know, man. I don't think the group's gonna be damage. I don't think it's gonna break up anytime soon. I'd rather have Damage Control getting the victory because Trish and Lita and Becky, they don't need to beat Damage Control because at this moment in time, because Trish and Lita are elite legends. Becky is at this moment in time a star. I don't think they hurt gonna get hurt in this match. I think I think Damage Control probably needs more momentum, even though if they got momentum. But for me, in my personal favor, I kind of like Damage Control. So that was match number. I think I got two more matches. Yeah, two more matches to go. So the next match is for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos represent the Bloodline, defending the belts against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm gonna say Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn winning the tag team titles. I think it's pretty funny. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn haven't tagged along for years, and in their time, in their first run as a tag team, I don't think they won anything. I don't think they won a tag team championship. I don't think they won a tag team championship. In his first time in their basically in their first in their first run as a tag team in WWE, even though they've been tag team for years. It's really funny. Like Kevin Owens or Kevin Steen or Sami Zayn or El Generico, they had good relationship over the years as enemies and best friends, even though they are best friends in real life. Like I checked their championship and accomplishments. They have the only the one tag team titles in PWG and Ring of Honor. I think winning the tag team title belts would be good for them. They never won the tag team titles so far in WWE. Like Kevin Owens haven't. I think Kevin Owens haven't won a championship for years. I think the last championship he won, I think it was the did he was I think it was I can't remember if he was in the Continental Champion. Can't remember. I know he was in way back in 2015, but not in like 2020. I'm not too sure. It's been a long time. I think it was a bit forgettable. Is it 2017? I think it was 2017 when he was the United States champion. That's another story of another time. I keep saying that, but it's been ages since Kevin Owens last touched championship gold. I don't see the Usos are gonna retain the tag team titles. I think their time as a tag team champions are done. They've been holding the belts for nearly 1 year. Since I think they beat team was it RK Bro, Matt Riddle, and Randy Orton. I don't see, my gut feeling like if Sammy and Kevin won the belts, they're gonna like separate the SmackDown and Raw tag team titles together. Not separate, just separate and go back to before they unify the belts. I don't think they're gonna do that because I think the tag team divisions are non-existent. I rather they just prefer they just do a singles tag team division. But I want to do a topic on it in the future, like on if they're gonna if it's all about the brand split. If but anyway, let's talk about continue doing this prediction video. But anyway, I think they just basically after WrestleMania I want to see like new tag team championship designs. We've been seeing the big the penny belts for almost 13 years. First it was big penny belts, then the big penny belts dipped in red and blue paint. You know, I want to see different designs of the belt. But that's just me. So let's move on to this is likely going to be the main event. This is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair taking on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley won the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match. I'm gonna have to go with Rhea, man, because I think it's their first, really their first match one-on-one since WrestleMania 36 in 2020 when Charlotte Flair defeat Rhea Ripley. At the time, Rhea Ripley was the NXT Women's Champion. I want to see Rhea get her win back. You know, if Charlotte wins, it's pointless because I was a bit pissed off when Charlotte beat Ronda Rousey for the belt at WrestleMania because, like, you can tell this WrestleMania is the first one since Triple H took over from Vince. I know Vince is back in the company, but I don't want to see Charlotte winning. I can see a series of matches with Charlotte and Rhea. You know, I wish Charlotte just break away from doing, like her dad, just come up with her own character. You know, I think like the one thing about Charlotte, since she's signed with the company, it's just basically WWE just going back to the past. You know, they're just gonna remind us Ric Flair, not Charlotte, man. Like, I wish Charlotte just reinvent herself, ditch the robes, the woos, and just come up with her own character. But Rhea Ripley, I can see some interference by probably Dominic of the Judgment Day to help Rhea Ripley win the belt. I think at this moment in time, Rhea needs to win the belt. I think so far, since she got called up to the main roster, she haven't won a singles title belt. Like the only title she won in the main roster she was the Raw Women's Champion. I think that was a bit forgettable. Like, I never knew that. I check it. I thought, she won the Raw Women's title? She won the Raw Women's title. I thought she, like, so far only won. I know she was the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion with Nikki AS. Nikki. That's Nikki Cross, by the way. When she was doing the superhero gimmick, but I never knew she was the Women's Champion. Yeah. Oh yeah. She won it. I forgot. She beat Asuka for the belt. I forgot to mention she beat Asuka for the belt at WrestleMania 2 years ago at WrestleMania 37 Night 2. I forgot to mention that. I forgot. It's been a long time since that show. It's like not longer than memory. It's forgot in the memory. I forgot. Like, wow, Rhea Ripley's the a Raw Women's Champion. She was NXT Women's Champion. NXT, I think she was the first NXT UK Champion and Tag Team Champion with Nikki ASH. She'll become the next woman to win the SmackDown Women's Champion. Like, she become another woman to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship so far in their career. Like, first one was Alexa Bliss. I think it was Sasha Banks. No, I think it was Becky Lynch. Then it was Bayley. Then it was Sasha. Then it was Bianca was the latest one. Now Rhea could add into the list, to win, like, another woman to win the Raw and SmackDown Women's title in her career. I think she needs to win it. I think at this moment in time, like Dominic, I think she needs to branch off on her own. I think her momentum was stalled. I think her losing to Charlotte, and I also forgot to mention that they fought in that triple threat match at NXT in your house, takeover in your house in 2020 in that triple threat match, But I think Rhea, losing to Charlotte at WrestleMania 36, 3 years ago, really hurt her, hurt her momentum, she was Raw Women's Champion, but unfortunately never caught fire. But I hope her run as the SmackDown Women's Champion would be, if she beats Charlotte, would be better than her run as the Raw Women's Champion. I think it was like only last for a month or two, and I think she lost to Nikki Cross or Nikki ASS. Stands for almost a superhero. Anyway, let's move on to night 2. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, yeah. 7 matches on night one. Let's move on to 6 matches of night. Yeah, only 6 matches of night two. Night one's got 7. Night two got 6. If they did add another match in the last minute, I might do like an update predictions card, of that match if it was added to the last minute. If not, but anyway, we've got 6 matches on the card. So the first match of night two to predict of WrestleMania 39 night two, we got Brock Lesnar versus Omos with MVP in this corner. I know they changed the matches, because there's one match that's never going to happen is Brock and Bray Wyatt. I think Bray walk out of the company. That was actually I don't want to get into that, but anyway. So yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I heard this is likely to be Brock's one song in WWE because he's been in the company for like 20 years. Oh, technically in his second run in the company, 11 years. He came back in 2012, stayed in the company for 11 years. I think this is his last match. I don't want to see Brock in WWE ever again. Unless you put him in good feuds, I don't think I can see Brock staying around for a little bit. Don't really put him in championship matches, but I can see Brock go. I don't know if Brock's going to Hollywood. I don't think he's going back to the UFC, going back to MMA because at this moment in time Brock is too old for MMA. Because he's in his mid 40s. Unless he's in good shape, but I think he's too old for MMA. Maybe pursuing career in acting. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Brock getting the victory. I don't see Omos winning it, man. I think Omos. People crap him for being the Black Great Khali. I kind of disagree. Omos can actually run. He can actually move. Great Khali. If you watch a Great Khali match, he couldn't move. He's a statue. So I want to see Brock getting the victory and ride towards the sunset to end his WWE career. So the next match, this is for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair taking on Asuka. No, yeah, Asuka won the SmackDown, not SmackDown, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. I almost called, I thought Asuka won the Women's Rumble match. No, that was Rhea. It's been a long time or ages since I watch and review those shows. But anyway, Bianca is the Raw Women's Champion. Asuka won, like I said, the Women's Elimination Chamber match last month to have a chance to face the Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania. Hard to really say. On one hand, Bianca hardly. I think Bianca she held the belt for so far almost a year. She beat Becky Lynch in at WrestleMania 38 last year. I think I don't know her time as the women's champion is coming to an end. Yeah, she had that crap match against Carmella, but besides that, she's held the belt for 362 days. I don't know, man. This is the longest reign. It's really funny. The longest. I think she's gonna break. I don't know if they're gonna break Becky Lynch's run. Yeah, they count 2 runs as a longest reign. That's no, I don't think that's not right. But counting 2 reigns to become the longest women's champion of any belt, but it's just what it is. But I can see Bianca dropping the belt anytime. I think I can see there's two ways she can end up dropping the belt or retain the belt. But I think Asuka needs to. I don't think Asuka needs to. I think Asuka turn heel would be the right direction. I could see a fun rivalry between Bianca and Asuka. Bianca as a heel, I think she's better off as a babyface for now. But I think Asuka turning heel will be good. So far in her run in WWE, we never got a heel Asuka run. I think she briefly turned heel, teaming up with Kairi Sane. When she was the Kabuki Warriors. But besides that, I think that was a heel turn only briefly. But I think Asuka as a full on heel would be good for her. I think because I know Asuka was established as a babyface, but I can see her being the heel, because if Bianca it got me thinking. If Bianca, I can see Bianca dropping the belt to Bayley, probably at SummerSlam. But at the same time, I don't know, man. This is gonna be a random guess, so I'm gonna go with I'll go with Asuka, man. No, yeah, I'll go with Asuka. Asuka winning the Raw Women's Championship. You know, you know, I don't know, man. This is difficult. This is very difficult. Which one need it most? Because if Bayley's gonna win the belt, so beat it. I don't want to see an Asuka turning, doing a heel versus heel thing. It would just never work in professional wrestling. So anyway, yeah, I keep my decision. Asuka walking out of California as the Raw Women's Champion. Anyway, let's move on to the next match. So this is a women's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. I'll get to more of that. This WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Anyway, this is for the women. So we got Liv Morgan and not Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Natalya and Shotzi Blackheart, or just Shotzi. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Difficult to say. I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan and Raquel. I don't like this Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the men and women. It's just trying to get everyone on the card. It's not leading up to a Tag Team Championship match for the men and the women. I don't get it. It's meaningless. But I go with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Natalya, I think her time is nearly at an end. I like Shotzi Blackheart. Don't get me wrong. I don't think she fit in WWE. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know, man. I feel like she's just a normal guy on the roster. She's just not a girl in the roster. I called her a guy. She's a normal girl on the roster. She lost to Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series last year. I don't want to see Ronda Shayna winning. I could see they're both winning this match, but Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, nope. So let's move on to the next match. So the next match, this is the first Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania since WrestleMania 32 between Undertaker and Shane McMahon. Edge taking on the Demon, my apologies, the Demon Finn Balor. I need a drink before I talk about this match. This is basically the rubber match of this rivalry between Edge and Finn Balor and the Judgment Day. Which one needed it most? Finn Balor as the Demon for the first time since Roman Reigns. Very difficult. It's very difficult to talk. Very similar to the Bianca Asuka match I talked about minutes ago. This is similar to this. This is very hard. Who's gonna need it most to win? Edge or Finn Balor? Edge, I think Edge is working working part time at this moment in time. I don't see him winning a world championship anytime this year, probably next year, I don't know. Finn Balor, I think Balor winning. I think Balor is starting to gain his momentum back. I think that shoulder injury in 2016 really lost his momentum. He haven't gained his momentum ever since. He got a little bit of his momentum when he was returned to NXT, but I think he's starting to gain momentum back. I think this year should be the end of the Judgment Day. I could see Dominic and Rhea branch off doing her own thing. I don't know if Balor's gonna reform the. I can see, I'm gonna say Balor. I want to see Balor reformed. The Balor Club. At this moment in time, AJ's injured. I'd rather bring Gallows and Anderson to that group. Because the OC is stupid. Even though they've been feuding. The OC. Gallows and Anderson against Judgment Day, but I think it fit better. I like I think the club is way better than AJ running it, because AJ doesn't really fit in that group. It's just even though AJ was part of the Bullet Club, before he was signed in WWE in 2014, 2015 time in New Japan, but he doesn't really fit in that group properly. He just doesn't fit. He's better off being a hero than a villain. That's just me. But anyway, back to this match. I'm gonna go with this is a running guess. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I go with Finn Balor. Because at the moment in time, I think Edge is, I might be wrong, but I don't care who's gonna win. But Edge wins, that's that's okay. Because if Edge loses, that'll be okay as well. Because at this moment in time, Edge is already established star. He's a legend. You don't need to get a big win, but he needs that big win to vanquish the demons. But I go with Finn Balor getting the victory, even though hope this Hell in a Cell match is better than the Shane McMahon Undertaker match from WrestleMania 32 in 2016. So the next match, this is a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther, the leader of Imperium, defending the belt against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. I'm gonna go with Gunther retaining the belt. I like Gunther. I think Gunther, like, they're putting the eggs on the Gunther basket, and he's doing well. I think this group needs another member in the group. I hope they bring back Alexander Wolf into that group. I think, like, I know they made it as a trio instead of a four-man group of the Imperium. I like Imperium. I think Imperium was a good group at the time, and still is a good group. Even though, like, I think Finchy and Kaiser are like losers. But anyway, so I got me thinking another, if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win the tag team belts, I could see Owens and Zayn having that fun rivalry with two members of Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. But going back to Gunther, like like still in the middle of the reign, still in his so far in his one and only reign as the Intercontinental Champion. I could see him breaking the Honky Top Man's record. The Honky Top Man's record is 454 days. And I think he's very close. Let me check it. Need to click the reign. How do you click the reign? Oh yeah, 454 days for the Honky Top Man. Gunther, so far, hold the belt for. Wait. 290 days. So I could see him holding the belt. On paper, I don't know, Sheamus and Drew winning it. Not really. I don't see maybe Sheamus, because this is the only title that Sheamus never won. He's been WWE champion 3 times, World Heavyweight champion once. He's become the I think it was the Raw and SmackDown tag team champions. I think it's multiple times. I think it's twice. I think it was SmackDown tag team champions once, Raw tag team champions twice. I think he was United States champion. I think it was twice. Yeah, he was SmackDown United States champion twice, but the only belt he never won is the IC champion. But I go with Gunther, winning it, or I think, like, I want to see him holding the belt for 1 year. I want to see, like, wrestlers holding the belt for not just a few months, but like 1 year. We're starting to do that. Because you don't see, like, women, guys and girls holding the belts, or even tag team guys holding the belts for a whole year. It's just supposedly a few months or weeks. But anyway, yeah, I go with Gunther getting the victory over Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Even if Sheamus wins, hands up, it'd be good for Sheamus, But I'd rather have Gunther, holding that belt much longer and break the Honky Top Man's record, becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. I think that's it. So moving on to the main event. This is clearly the main event. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, with Paul Heyman in his corner, defended the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Cody Rhodes. Cody won the 2023 Royal Rumble match. I'm gonna go with Cody getting the victory over Roman. There's speculations that, like, Roman's very close into that 1,000-day mark as the Universal Champion, because Roman haven't been pinned for almost 3 years. Like, he's very close to that 1,000-day mark. It's like, holy shit, man. But Thousand Day. I think I'm checking Roman Reigns' reign, his second reign, because his first one was vacant due to he had leukemia. So yeah, he had leukemia. That was using leukemia as a storyline. Anyway, so Roman Reigns, he's technically the 14th Universal Champion. Won the belt at Payback in 30th of August 2020. Roman held the belt for nearly 939 days. Like, by the time in night 2 WrestleMania, we'll be into that 940 mark. So, yeah, their plans are going to do. There's rumors they're going to have maybe Roman's closing that 1,000-day mark. They'll have him holding the belt much longer. I think Roman's time as the Universal Champion is over. Because at this moment in time, he doesn't need to be the champion. Because he's been the champion for almost 2.5 years. He's been a lot of guys like Kevin Owens, John Cena, Edge, Daniel Bryan, man, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Brock Lesnar. I think his time is over, man. Finn Balor, you know, it's um, it's just like his time is over. I think Cody, I think the real, yeah, I know, like some people find Cody as a hypocrite, leaving AEW. Um, I think my theory that the only reason Cody's coming back to the company, I'm talking about WWE, is being trying to be the world champion because he lost to Jericho at the first Full Gear in 2019 because he will never challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, he ended up in the TNT title picture for like 2 years or 2 or 3 years before going back to the company. He's been world champions before. I think he's been NWA World Champion, ROH World Champion, but he's never been World Champion in WWE. I can see him being. He might go back to AEW years later and win the AEW World title. That'll be in the foreseeable future. But right now, I think Cody needs to win it. Like people crap on Cody of his current run as the babyface. People want to see Cody as the heel. It's a great example. He's got just on like Homelander from The Boys, but I can see Cody being the heel, uh, like not right now, but in the foreseeable future. Keep him as a babyface. I heard rumors like Roman's going to retire. He's going to Hollywood. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's going to take some time off. He'll probably come back in the summer. They'll probably do Cody Roman too at even though they've been feuding, they had matches before in the past. Great example the Shield versus the Rhodes Brothers at Battleground 2013. But as a one, this is really the first match as established stars. Even though Cody's being an established star in outside of WWE, but the stakes are higher. I can see Cody winning it. I think he'll turn heel in the foreseeable future, but not right now. Probably, I could see some fun feuds for Cody. Probably against Gunther. Gunther and Cody. That could be a good match. That would be, But anyway, I could see doing Cody Roman 2 at SummerSlam this year, and then probably Roman. I don't know what next for Roman. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I understand why Cody was a hypocrite. Being, kissing the company's ass. I don't want to get into it, but anyway, I want to see Cody winning that world title, give him a good run, and Roman's title reign. If Roman wins the belt, who's gonna face? He's fought anybody. You got to build up this babyface very properly. We've already seen Kevin Owens so many times. Drew McIntyre. I think that I could see Roman Reigns, Sheamus, maybe, but I rather have Cody winning the belt and Roman's 2.5 year reign as the Universal Champion. Are they gonna separate both belts, the Universal and the WWE Championships? Depending if they're gonna do the third brand split, I think they need to do the third brand split at this moment in time because Triple H is now full control of the company, or half control because Vince is back in the company. I think the second brand split was fucked because of Vince. That's I don't want to talk about in this video. So anyway, so that's my predictions for WrestleMania 39 Night 1 and Night 2. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Cemetery unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the